I think, I'd be more confident in predicting the outcome of the Senate elections, at least to the point of saying, I think the Democrats will gain enough seats to become a majority in the Senate. If you look at that sort of state by state, race by race, well, you're there in Colorado, which is one of the places where the Republicans are almost sure to lose a seat. Then you look at states like Maine and North Carolina and Georgia and Iowa and Montana and
Arizona.
sure I'm leaving Arizona, where Republicans are defending seats and will probably lose some of them. And the one really vulnerable seat that the Democrats currently hold is in Alabama, where Doug Jones got elected in kind of a fluke election. But you lose one and you pick up 5, 6 others from the other party, and you end up in pretty good shape. The Republicans are defending more seats this year. In the Senate, it's like a third of the senators are up for re-election every 2 years. And so you look back 6 years, 2014 was a great year for the Republicans in congressional elections. And so they elected more people in 2014 whose seats that now are sort of at risk this year. So they have more opportunities to lose. And I think you can see when you get down to individual states that a number of Republican seats are at risk for that party, enough so that I'd be surprised if the Democrats don't end up with control of both houses of Congress, because nobody thinks that the Republicans are going to take back the House of Representatives this year. There's just not enough competitive seats there for that to happen.
So several of these races are very close. And oftentimes they will tend to break the same direction. And we saw that even in 2018. So you could have, let's just do the numbers, do the math here. Democrats are 3 seats down. If they win the presidency, they just need to be tied, right? They need 3 net additional seats, and then the vice president breaks the tie. So if they lose Alabama, which they probably will, if they get Colorado, Arizona, probably Maine, they need one more between North Carolina, Iowa, Montana, South Carolina. They're probably going to get one of those. But if they don't, let's look at Georgia a minute. Georgia has 2 seats up this time, and both are likely to go to runoff. It could be January 5th before we know the results of the Georgia runoffs for 2 Senate seats. We might not know who has the majority of the Senate until January 5th. Now, normally you would think probably not going to go, Georgia seats are probably not going to go to a Democrat, but can you imagine the national attention to those 2 races if they were the only ones being contested and could determine the outcome of the Senate? How much national party money would go into those 2 Senate races? It would be interesting to watch.